go get him again.
Welcome back to the Robezoid channel. I'm your host Mark, and on the docket today we have an unboxing first impression video on the brand of Burberry, and it is part of the Her line. It is a flanker of Her, which is called Her Blossom, which was released back in 2019. Now the nose behind the original Her, Francis K, returns for Blossom, so I'm looking forward to what he can do. Francis and Burberry had they've had a pretty good relationship, honestly. He's done quite a bit of Burberry releases, so I'm looking forward to seeing. I haven't smelled any of the Her releases, including the original, so this will be a nice test to see what that line has to offer. Now, before we get into anything, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? You know, a fragrance reviewer like myself, with my years of knowledge in the men's aisle, you know, I'm dipping in the women's aisle, and I will kind of give you an idea of what's good, great, and not so good in the women's aisle. I don't sugarcoat it. I'm not part of the Free Bottle Brigade. I actually coined the term Free Bottle Brigade. I should make t-shirts and hats and everything. But hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if you're subscribed or not. Much appreciated. And to all the ones that do come back on the channel, merci beaucoup. Thank you so much for your support. Now, let's look at the note breakdown of Her Blossom and see if we have anything interesting in the note breakdown. So we got in the top, Mandarin and Pink Pepper. In the mid, we got Peony, Plum Blossom. And in the base, Musk and Sandalwood. So not a crazy note breakdown, nothing too, you know, exotic here. So let's delve into it. Let's see what we get. None of these notes are, you know, a big note in Francis K's repertoire. He's known for ambers, he's known for orange blossoms, he's very good at those, among others, but those are things that he's very good at. Very simplistic bottle, actually got the atomizer off to the side, no Burberry detail on the cap, it's just a plain white cap, but there's Burberry on here, so almost like kind of like a bookmark of some sort, right? So let's delve into it. We got the nice gold atomizer. I'm going to put it on strip first, and then of course I'll put it on skin. So let's delve into Burberry Her Blossom. Whew, she's sweet. That is very sweet up top. Oh, that smells like cotton candy, strawberry kind of hue, and I'm just looking at the note breakdown. I'm like, what's doing that? Whew, that is very, very sweet off the bat. I'm getting a little bit of floral tendencies in the background, peony, but let's put it on skin first. The atomizer is kind of little garbage. Honestly, it's kind of like a laser, but it's not very good atomizer, honestly, Burberry. And Burberry is a big name in the fragrance game. And I don't mean that as far as quality. There's not too many all-stars from Burberry, but it's a big name. It's like Gucci, YSL. And I feel like they're punching below their weight, honestly, with the quality of their stuff. I feel like Burberry can do a lot better. And if they really tried, I think this brand could be one of the premier designer brands. Honestly, they do have the cachet. They got the name, they got the logo, they got everything. You can really do great things with the House of Burberry, honestly. And they don't cheap it out with the fragrance. You know, their noses, like Francis K probably doesn't come cheap. So why, you know, cheaping out on the scent profile? Honestly, it feels like they're just going for the just a little bit above bargain bin demographic, right? Teenagers, first time scent, casual scents. There's not a lot of these things from Burberry that I associate personally, and I haven't smelt them all, so especially in the women's aisle. The men's aisle, there's nothing in Burberry that I'm going, oh, this is super classy, really well done, amazing scent. There's no 10s. So this thing, now that I had time to kind of mellow out on my skin here, and it's not super cotton candy strawberry-ish, it's doing the same thing on my skin, by the way. It's mellowing to more of a peony forward scent. So I'm assuming that that is going to be your primary note in this fragrance. Peony, of course, is a fantasy note, if you didn't know, as the scent of the flower can't be extracted from the floral. So basically, peony, what does it smell like? Well, it's a soft floral note. It smells like rose, lily of the valley, kind of like a mishmash of both. It's like, it's airy, and it's a beautiful bouquet. Honestly, when I see peony in a note breakdown, I kind of know what to expect, especially if it's primary. Other than the peony, there's not much, and the sweetness, there's not much going on other than that. It's a generic floral scent with a fruity blast up top, and what a blast that is. That was a synthetic blast of strawberry hue, which I had no idea was coming, like mandarins in the top note. But other than that, what is giving me a strawberry hue? But that strawberry hue is starting to, it was a big shock to the system, but it's dissipating quite fast to make the floral the primary. But that hue is still in the background, kind of lingering around, because there's not really much more than that. There's muskiness in the back end. And honestly, Burberry, and when you do a first impression kind of like this, unless the fragrance is simply amazing, when I'm doing a first impression, right, and all I'm getting is basically two notes, basically, out of this fragrance, I don't know, unless they're really three-dimensional as notes, and they're not, there's not much really to say. It's a floral scent that's perfect for a first timer. Like if you find this, I think this is bargain bin written all over it. I'm not saying that it's a bad scent per se, but it's like punching up a little higher than a Lacoste. That's where this is at. This is exactly where Burberry is. If they punch any higher than this, it's a win. It's considered a win. And they've had a few of those. Like, I'm not going to totally poo-poo the brand, but this one right here is a floral scent that's perfect for a teen, your first fragrance, or just a casual scent that you're going to wear maybe at the office for a woman, or just a casual scent period, right? With jeans, or you're doing errands, things like that, and you don't want to wear the nice stuff. This is, and it can be a signature scent because it's just, after that shock to the system, it's just a peony-based scent, floral, nice, airy. There's nothing super synthetic except for the initial blast, but that goes away quite quickly, obviously. So it can be a versatile scent, personally. But again, these kind of scents don't have any personality. There's nothing here that I would just be like, oh, this is going to be an evening gown scent that guys would turn their head and be like, ooh, this girl smells great. Doesn't smell bad. A lot of scents don't smell bad, but it's not something that I would say, ooh, this is going to save the brand of Burberry. No. So at the end of the day, Francis K has done a lot better than this. Honestly, it's kind of a waste of talent, personally, for me. There's not much going on here. Yeah. And that's it. This one is available at fragflex.com if you're interested. You can use my code TFG10. You get 10% off site-wide, so you don't have to purchase this or anything from Burberry. Anything on the site is game on for that coupon code, and that coupon code does not expire. So keep it in your back pocket for future purchases. Now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. Good, bad, and the ugly, right? You can disagree with me. I don't care. I'm not one of those influencers that's going to delete your comment once you're gone. Now, any stories with this? Like, it's a 2019 release, so there might be some people that, hey, this was my first fragrance. Things like, oh, I love the line of her, and this is one of the standouts, or it's not. Those things are always welcome on the channel. Absolutely love when people give their feedback on the scent on my channel. And as always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your Burberry-based scent wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.